Hi, good morning. The rain is falling steadily and thunder rolls. Dog munched on her breakfast and is snuggled cozy and warm on her blanket. Cat is curled on a cushion wrapped in her tail. It's time to take your cup of coffee or tea and listen to another old book from the pile on the dresser. This book is a paperback with a painting by Repin on the front cover titled Procession in the Province of Kursk. Let us open the book. Here we go. Chapter 1, Paragraph 1. The story begins. A small, rather smart, well-sprung four-wheeled carriage with a folding top drove through the gates of the inn of the provincial town of N. It was the sort of carriage bachelors usually drive in. Retired lieutenant colonels, majors, and landowners with about 100 serfs. In short, all those who are described as gentlemen of the middling station of life. The gentleman in the carriage was not handsome, but neither was he particularly bad-looking. He was neither too fat nor too thin. He could not be said to be old, but he was not too young either. His arrival in the town did not create any great stir, nor was it marked by anything out of the ordinary. Only two Russian peasants standing at the door of a public house opposite the inn made certain remarks, referring, however, more to the carriage than to the gentleman in it. "Lord," said one of them to the other, "what a wheel! What do you say? Would a wheel like that, if put to it, ever get to Moscow? Or wouldn't it? It would be all right," replied the other, "but it wouldn't get to Kazan, would it?" "No, it wouldn't get to Kazan," replied the other. That was the end of the conversation. Also, as the carriage was driving up to the inn, a young man happened to walk past, wearing very narrow and very short white canvas trousers, a swallowtail coat with some pretensions to fashion, disclosing a shirt front fastened with a pin of Tula manufacture in the shape of a bronze pistol. The young man turned around, took a look at the carriage, held on to his cap, which a gust of wind nearly blew off his head, and went on his way. When the carriage had driven into the courtyard, the gentleman was met by a servant of the inn, or a floor man, as waiters are called in Russian inns, who was so lively and restless that it was quite impossible to make out what sort of a face he had. He came running out promptly with a napkin in his hand, a long figure in a long cotton frock coat, the waist of which nearly reached the nape of his neck, tossed back his hair, and briskly conducted the traveller upstairs and along the whole length of a wooden gallery, to show him the room Providence had provided for him. The room was of the familiar sort, for the inn too was of the familiar sort, that is to say, the sort of inn that is to be found in all provincial towns, where for a couple of roubles a day travellers are given a quiet room with cockroaches peering out from every corner like prunes, and with a doorway always blocked up by a chest of drawers leading to the next room occupied by a quiet, taciturn but extremely inquisitive man who is interested in finding out all the facts about a new arrival. The facade of the inn corresponded entirely with its interior. It was very long and had 2 stories. The lower one was not faced with stucco, but had been left in small dark red bricks, dirty looking to begin with, but which had become even grimier from the boisterous changes of weather. The upper story was painted in the everlasting shade of yellow, and the basement was occupied by small shops selling horse collars, ropes, and ring-shaped rolls. In the corner shop, or to put it more exactly, in the window of it, sat a man who sold hot spiced honey drinks next to a red copper samovar, so that from a distance one might think that there were 2 samovars in the window, were it not that one of the samovars had a beard as black as pitch. What do you think of the tone of the book and descriptions of the characters? Dead Souls by Nikolai Gogol took the writer 8 years to complete. The book I am reading from was published by Penguin in 1975, but the original book was published in 1842. It is translated by David Magarshak. The writer intended the book to be an epic in 3 parts, but unfortunately destroyed the 3rd part in despair. As it is, it portrays a superb gallery of characters. Join me next time for another lucky dip into old books, where anything is possible and the characters are always surprising.